What can you say about Mario Kart? It's Mario Kart, the most recognized racing game series in the entire world. Starting from the Super Nintendo in the early 90s all the way to present day with Mario Kart World, it's a franchise that's beloved by millions, and seemingly only gets better with each new installment. But that's just my opinion. And I know that when you ask someone what their favorite Mario Kart game is, the answer will likely be different every time. My personal favorite was Mario Kart DS. The mission mode was just so fun, and I loved the DS-themed battle level. It was also mind-blowing at the time that you could race against your friends with one cartridge using DS Download Play. I've covered almost every racing game under the sun on this channel so far, and for some reason, I have yet to visit Mario Kart even once. So I thought it was finally time for a Mario Kart related challenge. And what better game to start with than my most favorite one in the franchise? Mario Kart DS gives you a fair selection of karts you can choose to pair along with your favorite character, and the choices grow more as you beat cups in the Grand Prix. I was partial to using Dry Bomber with Dry Bones back in the day myself. With loads of different options available to you, there has to be at least a handful of combos that stand out above the rest, for better or worse. But come on, it's Mario Kart. Even the bad combos can probably still win. So I guess the real question is, are there any characters paired with certain karts that suck so bad it makes an already simple and easy game difficult to play? Discussion on this topic has been brought up more than a few times throughout the internet, and it seems like Bowser's signature car, Tyrant, is said to be one of the worst karts you can pick. This is because it's a heavyweight kart with low acceleration and handling. The mediocre acceleration gives it an awful recovery from attacks, and the low handling and I believe heavy weight makes you move terribly slow in the off-road terrain. Lightweight karts will usually have the exact opposite of these stats, so they're the more favorable picks in this game, especially when paired with lightweight characters. So now that I have an idea of what kart I reluctantly want to use, I gotta find out who to pair with it. While conducting research for this video on who to choose, I found a handful of discussions on the subject, along with two videos by others who also had an interest in this challenge. Sheep the Human paired Tyrant with DK, who's a heavyweight character. Choosing a heavy character in Heavy Kart in Mario Kart DS is asking for trouble, and DK's stats with this kart weren't looking too good. Then Hydrobunna also made a video where they tried out the Tyrant with Toad. Since Toad's a lightweight character, he lowers the weight stat a decent amount, but this causes him to be subjected to easy bullying from others. Both of these combos seem to be pretty terrible in their own ways. Yet I noticed while snooping around for more info was that I couldn't find anyone who had chosen Bowser, the Tyrant himself, to drive his own kart. While Bowser completely maxes out the weight and item stats, along with having an almost full speed stat, his handling and acceleration stats are some of the lowest in the game. His weights will be good for hitting other characters in our way, and the maxed item stat may provide some favor too. And I mean, with this much speed, surely that'll make up for some poor handling and acceleration, right? Well, let's find out and see if you can beat Mario Kart DS only using Bowser and Tyrant. For this challenge, I'm going to try and beat every cup in 150cc and mirror mode. I know that leaves out 50 and 100cc, but I don't think I need to go through every cup 4 times over. If you can win on the faster CCs, you can definitely do it slower too. Since it's Mario Kart, it needs no further explanation. I'm gonna go ahead and get this challenge started with the Mushroom Cup. It begins with Figure 8 Circuit, and I could quickly tell that there was gonna be a significant difference from typical gameplay with this kart. The turning was stiff, the drifting wide, and there's no drift boost to speak of. Oh my god. I later learned that the lack of drift boost, or mini turbo, is because Bowser's drift stat is so high. You'd think the more drift you have, the better the boost, but I suppose not. These acceleration and weight stats are a bad duo to have too. I went into the grass a few times, and aside from being slower than molasses in the terrain, I was swiftly passed by everyone else while I charged the engine back up after getting out of it. I was on track to lose pretty badly on this first try. That is, if it wasn't for a boo giving me a bullet bill in the final stretch of the last lap. Oh, please, God. Just get there. Yoshi Falls would be more of a reality check for this challenge. In a track where there's plenty of opportunities to drift, Bowser was falling short, and it was finally starting to hit me that this guy may have no boost power whatsoever. Like, are you seeing this? Do these speed boosts even look like... They just look like they don't do sh**. Even hitting the normal boost pad seemed less effective. But maybe that was just me. Either way, I bombed this race. Cheap Cheap Beach was roughly the same, except there were more hazards in the way of my great handling. It should come as no surprise that if you hit walls with this thing, your speed is finished, and you're back to relying on this wonderful acceleration stat to keep you going. Don't hit any walls, man. This is nuts. I got third place thanks to some bad gameplay and the red shells covering my ass. Die. And while I pretty much had no shot to take first, I still went on to Luigi's Mansion anyway. And that's when the gravity of my situation really started to finalize within my teeny brain. Oh my god, it's like if you hit that off-road, you are completely... Please, thank you, Bill. That's a really bad time to lose that. This is like the most pitiful Mario Kart ever. Not the game, like, I should say gameplay, because I am sucking. 7th place. That's a tough pill to swallow. It was just so easy to slide into all the things around the mansion and forest. Even so, I hit the podium in 3rd place, and received one of the lowest ranks that I never even knew existed. Guess this won't be as easy as I thought. Or maybe it was just the jitters of starting a new challenge run, because I got first in Figure 8 Circuit and Yoshi Falls, all while utilizing Tyrant's strength of being a Tyrant, and well, maybe with the help of some items too. Look at that crazy... What is he doing? Die. Fire on all cylinders. Yes! You cannot beat the Tyrant! Ooh! Though my lead would be short-lived thanks to Cheap Cheap Beach. I just screwed up way too much. So badly that I never even got past 4th place. And I couldn't even pull that off by the end. No! Placing this low pretty much screwed me since Toad was my acting rival. And while 1st place could have gotten me a gold trophy, Luigi's Mansion said that it wasn't my time just yet. Just wait for it. We'll get an item. We'll be all right. Oh my god. How? Okay, thank god. Oh boy. That was unfortunate. Oh. Son of a bitch! But after this round of classic blunders, and some on the next try... Alright, we're good. Sweet. I'd take home gold by getting first in every race except for Figure 8 Circuit. Uh-oh, he still got it! After all that, I raised my standards in the Flower Cup and tried not to leave Desert Hills without a prime spot to start. I mean, this track isn't that hard, but something was always lurking out to get me. Whether it was CPU attacks, obstacles on the track, even my own clutch moves gave me a hard time. Oh, I should've... Oh, I still hit it though. Oh my god, it was so cool. I don't know what the problem was with Desert Hills, but I was having a rough go of it almost every time. Yeah, I was not expecting to hit 2 by not throwing it. Oh my god. Even when I was just about to get 1st place, Luigi came out of nowhere and stole it from me. Oh my god. Fortunately, this track would be the last of my Flower Cup woes. While I only got 3rd in Delfino Square, which is my favorite track in the game, I'd also barely get 1st in Waluigi Pinball. Baby. Oh my god. Holy and had a complete blowout race in Shroom Ridge, which gave me 2 points over Mario and my next gold trophy. This win unlocked the Star Cup, and I had a much more pleasant experience here, even though the first 3 races all had some kind of wild moment right before crossing the finish line. True! Oh! Okay, never... You gotta be kidding me, dude. Holy shit! Oh my god! Whew, okay. We lucked out there. Ooh, stolen! With a whopping 10-point lead going into the last race at Airship Fortress, all I needed was 1 point to win. And you bet your bottom dollar that I played this race so unseriously, even though I really didn't mean to. After this bullet bill hit me in the beginning, I didn't see anyone past 5th place. Good thing 6th was more than enough to get my next win. Also, a D rank? I don't know how the system here works, but I got 1st everywhere but Airship Fortress. I know I finished out low, but kinda harsh, don't you think? The last cup of the Nitro Grand Prix is the Special Cup, and it was certainly special, as was the case for Wario Stadium. Oh my god, dude. Much like in Desert Hills, I was running into every problem under the sun and got Mario Karted many times. Bro! Oh my god, dude. At the worst possible... Of course, the low energy drift boost in the track made it harder to keep a lead, and this portion near the end forced me to slow down significantly before drifting, just so I could keep from falling into the mud. I'd get it all down eventually after a good amount of resets, and left the stadium in 1st place. Peach Gardens was off to an okay start, but I screwed up what probably could have been an easy win with my own stupidity. I was kind of banking on getting a mushroom, so I went in here for some reason. While that did set me back a bit, I would catch up to second place by the final lap, until I ran into a chain chomp in the maze and then a Monty Mole shortly after. Not the moles. Getting fourth put me down to second, but only by 4 points, so this was far from over. Maybe some home field advantage will set the score back in my favor. Oof. This is gonna be a tough one. Thought the jump was gonna make it. Well, overall, I could have played this track better, but I still pulled off second place. Though with Yoshi this far ahead in the lead, it was probably over. But Rainbow Road is next. I couldn't reset when I'm here of all places. That was really bad. Never in my life did I think I'd have an old man tries to play Mario Kart moment quite like this. Though I still had enough for third place, and an E rank. That's gotta count for something. The next attempt, I got first in Wario Stadium again, yet followed up with more pitiful performances in Peach Gardens and my own damn castle. It's fair. I got up on this race, holy moly. Dude, I tried to get into a drift. That is Harp. That is the most unintentional shit I have ever done, I think, in my life. You'd think that after how bad this looks, that I'd have paid a premium for a first-class ticket on the struggle bus for this cup. But after another fresh start, I got first place in every single race. Guess it just took a bit of tomfoolery to find my way. This concludes all of the cups in the Nitro Grand Prix, so it was time to race in the Retro Grand Prix. These cups are all old tracks from previous games brought over to Mario Kart DS, and it was the coolest thing ever at the time. The Shell Cup started with Mario Circuit, and I won that race with ease. Moo Moo Meadows was looking like it'd be close to the same, but a summer rains you can never predict them type moments fell onto me in the last lap. I need to get some emotes. While 6th was pretty bad, I still carried on to see if I could win out of sheer curiosity. Peach Circuit also ended up being a fairly easy win for me, and that wedged me in between Wario and DK in second. Luigi Circuit would be the deciding factor. If I could keep DK from placing high, I could potentially overtake his spot at the top. I just hope Luigi Circuit is kind and true. That sucked. Am I allowed to play? Can I play the game, please? Oh my god, I barely touched the grass. Well, it was true if anything, but since DK got 5th, my second place finish was enough to tie with Wario, and the game decided that was enough to give me the win. The Banana Cup followed after, and was the next cup to put a major halt in my progress. Donut Plains 1 was a first place win pretty much every time, and I thought it'd be the same for Frap Snowland. My first time through, I secured second place with minimal struggles, though after resetting the cup thanks to another Homeland choke, I can't see, I'm legally blind. I just could not get back to this position. I think this was just another track where the Tyrant was doomed, since the turns are so wide and the terrain and snowmen can be very easy to hit. Because I kept placing so low here, I was held back a few times from finishing the cup. Thanks to some item luck in the final lap on one of my runs, I snagged second place again, giving me a tie with Mario. I take back my own castle after leaving the snowy hell, and that just left it up to Baby Park. I had some wiggle room here because Mario got 5th in the castle, but as many Mario Kart fans know, anything can happen in Baby Park. Oh my god. What the was that, dude? Why did I get Wombo comboed? Thankfully, the Wombo combo couldn't hold me back from finally taking a win out of this cup, but I'd be lying if it didn't have me a bit nervous in the moment. I plowed through the newly unlocked Leaf Cup, with my lowest placement being 3rd in Koopa Beach 2. After that, it was first place finishes for the remainder of the cup, especially in Mushroom Bridge. I didn't see anyone for most of the second half of the race. Must have got caught up in the traffic or something. Now for the grand finale of 150cc, the Lightning Cup. Choco Doo-Doo Island 2 was about as good as the color scheme looked. Nothing in this track favored my poor combo. There was too much crap everywhere, quite literally, and it was a pain to move through. It felt like I was just constantly driving and drifting into anywhere but the main path. I'm sucking. After that whole ordeal, I reset and took a 5th place spot. Not great, but I've come back from worse in this run. Banshee Boardwalk and Sky Garden ended up being completely free. Not quite sure how I pulled that off, but we take those. Just as I was riding my high with only 1 point behind Mario in 2nd place, I crash landed into Yoshi Circuit and blew it. Like, it's almost as if I looked directly into the orb of confusion and completely forgot how to play. I was in 5th place in the final lap and things were not looking good. However, I just got 3 mushrooms and was right by the shortcut, so I left it all up to a boosted leap of faith. Wow, dude, come on! Well, I suppose I had nothing to lose, except more time in the Lightning Cup. Actually, while I placed in 3rd, the game tried to send me to the end credits like I earned it or something. I powered off and powered on my real DS console to put a stop to that, and after a disappointing 4th place in Feces Fields, I proceeded to place 1st in every race afterward. Yes, even in Yoshi Circuit. Now, having earned the right to watch the nostalgic credits sequence, I unlocked the mirror mode and got to do it all over again. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I absolutely love mirror modes and talking about the same stuff I just went over, except mirrored. Thankfully, there wasn't much to discuss with this 2nd playthrough. Aside from Lightning, I never played through the same cup more than twice. Maybe it's because I just got used to how this cart plays, or maybe it was because I was just too familiar with these cups since I just went through them all. So instead of yapping about all the cups again, I think I'll leave you with some of the best moments from them. Oh, shit. Watch this. He's saying haha. What he should be saying is goodbye. And that's it. That's the thought. See? Like I said, what'd I say? And we steal that bomb. Ooh! Take it! Ow! Oh, he's gonna try. I know he's gonna try. He didn't even have to. I ran right into it. Oh, what do you know? We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Ooh, perfect timing. You've got to be... No! It's not over yet, guys. Hold true. Oh. That's great, thanks. Okay. Oh wait, I was like, I might save these, and then they got stolen like a thief in the night. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh boy, I wonder what we'll get now. Nothing. Except 1st place, bitch! Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and with mirror mode credits now rolling, I proved that you can beat Mario Kart DS only using Bowser and Tyrant. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this simple challenge, because that's really all it is. Mario Kart is one of the more balanced racing games out there, so you won't usually find anything that's so bad it's almost unplayable. At least not to my knowledge. Bowser and Tyrant are capable, but not the most fun to play. I think my least favorite thing about them was the lack of drift boost power. That little blip of speed just takes away any satisfaction of hitting a drift boost. Again, this was a challenge far from being too difficult, and I figured that going in, but I don't think that all challenge runs I do have to be. This was an interesting and enjoyable run of a beloved childhood game that I haven't touched in years. Still, it'll put a little hair on your chest. And if you're looking for a reason to replay Mario Kart DS, give it a try and let me know how you do in the comments. I'm positive this won't be my last rodeo with Mario Kart either, so if you've got any suggestions on bad card and character combinations, I'd love to hear more. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, I stream all of my challenge runs live on my Twitch channel and here on YouTube. If you'd like to check that out, be sure to subscribe or follow me on Twitch. The link to my Twitch channel, along with links to my other social media accounts, can be found in the description. If there's a challenge run you'd like to see, you can also check out the description for a direct link where you can submit your ideas. Thanks again for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Don't feel obligated to tune into all the streams. It's gonna happen just like that. 1 minute you're gonna be on top of the world, and the next minute you're gonna be in last place because God hates you.